Hey guys, this is JaRyCu coming at you. This is Direwolf20 for 1.10 presented by FTB. Feed the Beast. Gotta love those guys because when they put out a mod pack, it's generally a pretty good mod pack. So, since the other day, we've had some recording difficulties. You won't notice the difference because this will upload the next day just like always, but I've noticed a big difference. The first 4 episodes I recorded very smoothly. I thought it was a dream come true. There was nothing very difficult at all about this. I'm like, what are these guys talking about that this is a full-time career? I just play and record and it works out just fine. Episode 5 taught me what they're talking about. Yeah, I recorded yesterday for probably 10 to 12 hours, and guess how much video footage I got out of that? Zip, zero, zilch, nothing, because one thing after another went wrong. Couldn't get anything to work the way I wanted to. The first time, I've been recording and saving all this on my SSD, my solid state drive. It's a small 120 buck one I picked up at Office Depot or Staples or somewhere about a year ago. Everything I read said it would speed up recording, it'd be great, but the genius that I happen to be forgot to check the free space on it, and it recorded 3 minutes out of the 34-minute video because it ran out of room. That one took me a good while to figure out why I quit recording, and then I realized there's a nice red bar on my recording bar that tells me how much room is left. Yeah, when it's red, that means there's no room left and you need to find somewhere else to put this. So, that didn't work out in my favor. Then I did another one that didn't work out in my favor either. I think I recorded this episode 5 or 6 times yesterday before I finally just threw the towel in and went and did something else. I played Civilization 5 for a little bit, and yeah, that was fun. Got to trounce a few enemies, and I was pretty happy with that. So here we are again today. I got a few plans for the day. By the way, here's another warning. If your recording software offers free upgrades and free updates, double check everything they're changing before you try to record. I use Marilla's Action, which is really easy to use after you set it up. I had my shortcut keys the way I wanted them. I had everything just the way I wanted. Yeah, it offered an update, so I hit the button without thinking about it. All my shortcut keys were reset to factory default, and I didn't know what any of them were. That was take number 3 yesterday, I believe. My default things, I hit the minus button over on the number pad side of the keyboard to start it, and I hit control minus to pause it if I'm going to do a cut between segments of the episode. Yeah, that doesn't work anymore. Control minus, it doesn't recognize that feature anymore. Now I've got to do control alt minus if I'm going to pause it. Awesome stuff. So, here's the stuff you missed out on yesterday because of really bad, stupid things that I did. First things first, I actually moved the Nether portal. I didn't like the spot we found, and we talked about that some when we found it because there was no way to really get down without dropping 2 or 3 stacks of sand 1 block at a time, and I'm not the most patient guy, so that wasn't going to work out too well for us. So I moved it. It's now down at the bottom of the mine where I got the obsidian from in the first place a couple episodes ago. Went through it, and there's this wonderful little bug in Minecraft that sometimes makes nether portals link up to their previous position, so we were right back where we started. So I went through the little nether portal to come back to the overworld and try to move it again, and guess what? On this side it generated a brand new one. Let's see if we can see on the map here. Okay, the base is right there. And if you look at the map, you can tell I've done some stuff. I'm going to show that off in just a minute. I ended up over here somewhere underground with no clue how I got there. Later on, if we go in the mines, I can show you exactly where it was, but Journey Map won't show me underground unless I'm actually underground. I don't understand that feature. But that wasn't good. The good thing, though, it put me into an abandoned mine shaft. So I found a couple of abandoned chest carts. Got some cool toys out of it. Nothing really big to speak of, but got some stuff anyway. Eventually tunneled my way out, almost died, and came back. Since then, I will say I've added 1 mod to this mod pack, and that's the one that fixes nether portals. So now when we build a new one, or if we move that one, it'll take us to a new location instead of getting us stuck. That'll be a very good thing. Then, one of the episodes I recorded yesterday, we built this windmill. Now this is the low-end windmill, not the really nice windmill, from Immersive Engineering. The really nice one takes steel, and since I've not been able to get to the nether proper yet, we don't have the blast furnace because it needs blaze powder. I think it's 14 or 15 pieces of blaze powder. But this one only takes iron and treated wood and hemp, and we had that for days. So I just put this together. It's not very fast at all. It needs to be a lot higher, but I bet I played with that stupid copper wiring for an hour and a half yesterday. I could never get it to connect and come all the way down. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to a creative world and tried it. And it just didn't do anything for me. We're going to take a quick nap here so we don't get creeper bombed, even though it's a lot harder to get creeper bombed now. But for now, this is going to work. We're not using power, so there's no point in producing a lot of it. You see right here, I've got 1,000,000 immersive flux stored up. Now, in 1.7, pretty much everybody either used EU, energy units like IC2, or they used RF, redstone flux. Well, in 1.10, the power system's gotten split again like it was back in 1.6. At least I think it was. I didn't play Minecraft back then, but I read about it. And now everybody has their own power system, but it pretty much equates at a 1-to-1 for redstone flux. So this immersive flux is redstone flux. If there happens to be another mod that uses it, it converts back and forth, no problems whatsoever. So that just filled up. It was not quite that high when I started recording a while ago. Up top you see we've got a kinetic dynamo, I believe it's called. What happens is the windmill spins that. There's imaginary stuff inside of that spins around, creates energy, and it comes all the way down to here. And it gets stored down there for us to use later. I don't have any of the tools on me, but I can make any of these sides an output side. I can hook up one of these bad boys, the LV wire connector to it, and take energy out of it and put it somewhere else. Now, you notice the ground here looks a lot different than it did the other day as well. That's because we made some changes. I took all the rice, all the hemp, and I moved them over here. This was a big gravel pond. We had another one over there. You know, I told you I was going to fill them in. Well, I decided to move all these over here because I liked how it looked. And it's hard to see right now because I haven't harvested them. But for every 3x3 space in this area, there's an earthworm. Because that means I don't have to dig water, so when I go to harvest this stuff, I'm not going to fall in, have to jump out, ruin it, blah, blah, blah. Plus, it makes them grow more quickly. That's a win-win-win in my book. Then I ran out of earthworms, so I decided to stop it there for now. I did take my iron hoe. I used up an entire iron hoe just hoeing the daylights out of this grass to get enough earthworms to do all that. There's a ton of them in there. If I harvest them later, you'll be able to see them and I'll show you. Then I built this. This is a nifty little fence, not my idea. I think I got this from Kylecraft, Kylekraft on YouTube. Normally I put a fence like this completely around what I call my homestead. Well, I chopped down this tree farm. I expanded this tree farm. It went from being 12 trees to it's 20 or 25 trees now, somewhere back in there. Chopped it down 2 or 3 times, and I got enough wood to make a bunch of stuff, but I didn't feel like finishing the whole thing out, so we'll work on that some more as we go in the next few episodes. But for this, at least, the slimes are having trouble getting to me. Creepers and zombies can't creep up from the back over here. All these little balloons from immersive engineering are actually lights. I didn't show you before I took the nap that time, but these things can hover in the air. Watch this. If you haven't seen them before, this is really cool. You just break them. And let's say that I want to put a light over here, but I don't want it on the ground like a torch would be. Well, okay. We'll just stick it right there. And it hovers. There's a type of wiring you can attach to it. It doesn't do anything. It's purely decorative, but it makes it look it's hanging there, so you can hang them off of poles if you wanted to. If you want it higher up, you can jump. Now it's higher up in the air. I will tell you the higher up it is, the less light it casts on the ground, so the less useful it becomes for you. So for now, I'm just sticking them on top of the fence over here to help keep monsters at bay. Stick that back over here. I think I had it a little bit farther down. Let's move it just a little bit. Well, put it about right there. That looks good. And I don't have them all the way around because I didn't have enough stuff when I made these yesterday to finish them off. But that's got this part over here, which is the darkest part. The lake that was over here is still back here. I just buried it. You can see it's still down there because it still could be useful. The lakes over here are completely gone. I filled them in with dirt. I had to go. I made one of these iron excavators, and I put a couple of copper pieces on it because it gives me free XP whenever I use it. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't know about that, do you? If you haven't played Tinkers for 1.10, I think I mentioned when I set up Tinkers the other day that every single base metal that you use on your tool has a different modifier. So you don't have to just add modifiers to it. Well, if you use copper parts on any of your tools, it gives you XP for using it. So watch this. Bam, look at that, XP for digging dirt. More XP for digging dirt. I mean, how do you beat that? So that gives me less urgency to go create a mob farm. And of course, I want a mob farm for other stuff, but if I get XP for digging in the dirt, then that's just all better, right? Okay, so, oh yeah, other stuff we built. Oh, I hear skeletons, but I think they're underground. I built a couple of these reinforced storage crates, since we have such a problem with creepers. Now, if you've played anything with Minecraft since 1.7 that had immersive engineering in it, you've seen the regular storage crates. I don't even know if I have any. The regular ones are cool because whatever's in them will stay in them when you break them. So a lot of people will use those as early game storage. You know, they'll go raid a couple of villages, grab them up, and they're free chests basically. They don't make multi-blocks or double-sided chests, but they're still really cool. Well, the reinforced ones, they take a little bit of iron, basically make iron tool rods by putting one piece of iron on top of the other, and it gives you 4 tool rods, just like 2 wooden planks make 4 sticks. Combine them together, and it comes up with a reinforced one. These are creeper proof. If a creeper explodes right next to them, they don't break. That's awesome right there. That makes my day. So I made some of those, and all of our immersive engineering stuff, except for the book, which is now in there, are located in here. Over here we've got hemp and seeds. Over here we've got stuff. You see I made a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of creosote. These are treated wood fences. I don't know if it's 1.10 or just the texture pack I'm using, but they don't have a texture for it. So it gives off this really weird looking pink and black. So we won't be using those for decoration. These are wooden posts, and they have a weird bug to where if you look up at them when they're placed, they disappear. And currently, I submitted this to Blue Sunrise's GitHub last night. The engineer's manual will randomly crash the game. I haven't figured out exactly what does it. I did a little bit of research last night in it. But you can be reading certain pages and all of a sudden be staring at your desktop because all of Minecraft just disappeared. It does not create a crash log, does not do anything for you. So be careful, maybe use the wiki for now until that gets fixed, depending on when you watch this. Got some more balloons in here, and we have the engineer's workbench. This brings us to the project I have for the day. I want to see about making a gun. They have this cool thing called a revolver in here. They also have drills. Drills are really cool. So you notice like the iron drill head, it can be a redstone level. Got all this different stuff, but you need biodiesel. And we haven't made biodiesel yet, so I can't really use a drill. But I believe... yeah, there we go. See, there's the revolver. The revolver involves all these parts. Oh, and those need steel. I should have done my research first. Okay, so that changes the game plan for the day. We can't go and make this until we get steel. But it's got all kinds of stuff. You can put a bayonet on it. I mean, it's really, really cool. So we're going to try and make that, I guess, in a future episode. I was really counting on making that for this one. So here's what we may do. Let's go and put the iron up in here. Sort that out. Oh yeah, something else. Got a broken spawner. Ender IO is in this pack. If you don't know, if you have Ender IO in a pack, you can actually go and break spawners. See, this was a cave spider spawner. You can combine that with a powered spawner and a standard vanilla anvil, and you can make it into a spawner farm. Put it anywhere you want to put it. It normally takes essence, which is basically liquefied XP, and it takes power. But then you have an unlimited, you have a zombie farm, you can have a wither skeleton farm to get the wither skeleton heads to make, what are those things called? The things you get the nether stars from, I can't think of the name right now. But you can get all kinds of stuff from them. Oh, look at that. There's more creosote. Let's go move that over here while we're at it. That wasn't this one. Creosote. That only stacks to 16, and there's another bug in the game. If you're making these treated planks, which we'll make some real quick just to show you how it's done. If I've got, oh yeah, I got plenty of wood. Okay, so let's do this. All you do is make a chest pattern, stick that in the middle, then you get those out, plus you get an empty bottle. Now the bug is if you put more than one bottle of creosote, like if you want to do a bunch of these at a time, if you put in more than one bottle of creosote, it'll give you back a stack of 64 bottles of creosote. Don't take this the wrong way, but that's just overkill. You'll never ever need that much, I don't think. And I'd rather play the game legitimately, so I made these the hard way. I did them one at a time. Now, these guys here are the treated wood, just like we just made. I'll take one of these down and show you how it's done. To get the pattern on it, since it says treated wood planks, all you do is take this, stick it in here, and it comes out to be vertical planks. Stick it in there again. Now it's packaged planks. And if you stick it in there one more time, it goes back to the regular horizontal planks. You don't need a chisel or anything. All you need to do is stick it in there. And then you make planks the standard way, just 3 of them across. And it makes the slabs for you. Now we're going to take a second. I'm going to let you see this thing at night before we sleep this time. And then I'm going to take a break, grab some obsidian, and we're going to see about moving the Nether portal somewhere else. Since, obviously, we need steel. Yeah, see how this area is already starting to light up? I love these things at night. It looks so cool over here. I need to go put some inside of this tree farm, too, so we don't get skeletons in there. Come on, come on, come on. Get dark, get dark. Oh, yeah, check that out. That just looks, that is so much better than torches. Okay, we'll take a nap here. And then I'm going to take a quick cut and go get some obsidian, make a new nether portal, and I'll be back in just a second. Hey guys, we're back in the nether now, and you remember what I said a while ago about keyboard shortcuts having been changed? Well, my awesome auto-programmed hands haven't adjusted to that yet. Sorry, I do speak English from time to time, just apparently not today. Well, you missed about a 4-minute segment where I talked about the nether portal not working correctly, because I did move it. I moved it to a brand new spot way, way, way in the overworld where we hadn't really explored before, except when we first went to that island. And those blazers are looking straight at me. Let's see if they'll stay over there for now. Well, see that yellow spot? That is the nether portal waypoint from the very first time we came down here. Because it seems that no matter where I put... Are they getting closer, or do they just look like it? This guy's getting a little... Oh, nope, they're coming closer. Run away. But no matter where I put that stupid nether portal, and I have 2 live ones in the overworld right now, not just 1, but 2. But no matter where I put it, it puts me back right there. So the part you missed when my awesome hands forgot about the keyboard shortcuts changing was, see the blue line right there? I tunneled through the netherrack and then jumped. And that's about the point, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks of netherrack, give or take. That's about the part where I'm going to need to pillar back up to get out of this world again. I need blaze powder. I forgot to make armor before I came down. That was not the brightest thing I've ever done. So it's going to be a ton of... Oh, there's a ghast. It's going to be a ton of fun trying to get blaze powder down here. Ooh, I don't want to fight him on this. Let's see if I can get over here to him. He's probably going to be over lava. Ow, that hurt. Thank goodness I got bread. And he is running away. He fears me, as he should. Alright, so let's see if we can find ourselves somewhere to get blazes that's not going to get me killed. Oh, there he is again. Ow! Crud. Did not see that one coming. Oh, stay away from the lava. We're just going to bounce over here. All I can say is thank the guy, I think his name's MDO, who made the slime boots, because we would have been dead already without the awesome, awesome invention. I may go to his GitHub later and just make a thank you post for the slime boots. Okay, I don't see anything I can get to very easily at all. Don't want to, yeah, there's nothing down there. Alright, so we're going to take another cut this time, and we're going to see if I can remember this time to actually use the shortcut keys. I reprogrammed them this time, so My minus button will start and stop recording. My plus button right below it will pause recording. See if I can remember that when I come back. And I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, you can see that that trip to the Nether wasn't that successful. Notice what I'm holding in my inventory and what I'm not holding? Yeah, I died a few minutes ago. That's pure awesomeness, right? All of my awesome stuff, including my slime boots, are still down there. So we're gonna see. I believe I got enough stuff here to make some more. 1, 2. So like, yeah, there we go. Okay, now we got those. No, we're not gonna be stupid this time, because where did I put this? Sorry if you hear me breathing. I'm still trying to get used to where to put the microphone. I had a few of my friends tell me that I'm not quite loud enough. So I'm trying to get it closer to my mouth. That seems to cause you to hear me breathing. Which, you know, I think I'm pretty good at breathing, but why is there a spider right there? Is he going to aggro on me? Do I have that sword in here still? Ooh, non-attack damage looks pretty good. But yeah, until I get that adjusted, you know, y'all leave the comments and let me know if you're okay with the way my voice sounds or not. What we're going to do here is we're going to make some iron armor really quickly. What I did that time was I thought I saw a zombie pigman that looked different, and then he turned around and started running at me like he was going to attack me, which turns out he wasn't doing. He was just doing the zombie pigman thing and running around. I attacked him, and everybody converged on me all at once. When you're not wearing armor, that's just not a very fun thing to have happen to you. Trust me on this. So I tried to run away, and I got to an embankment where I couldn't get away from him, and I couldn't stop to eat because I was trying to fend them off, and, well, they overpowered me. And that's where you see me now, making armor. I wonder if I have enough rice to make bread. If not, we're going to have to go harvest some of that. 1 piece of rice. Yeah, that's not going to make a whole lot of bread. But I do have potatoes in here. Let's leave 1 potato so I can grow more. Now, you know what? We're just going to get the bread. How's this doing? That's going to take a minute. Let's go over here and get some bread real quick. Hey, you can see the earthworm army while we're at it. That's what I've chosen to call them. So I believe today I'm hitting a milestone for myself that I honestly thought would take a lot longer to hit, because, you know, it's a milestone. One of my goals with this was to get people to watch videos, otherwise why would I put them on YouTube? I could just shoot them and stick them on my computer and hide them from people. That's a little bit counterproductive though. So I checked my YouTube account a while ago, because video 3 went live today, and I'm already at 100 views. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but to me that's pretty cool. Didn't really think that would happen that quickly. I've already got 9 subscribers, which again is not a ton, but it makes me really happy. So the sky's the limit, it looks like. I don't know how fast this thing will grow, but I'd like to start hearing from you down in the comments about what do you think about the series. What would you like me to see? What would you like to see me do more of? Obviously not stuttering would be one thing, I bet. Probably building things a little more quickly, dying less. That's usually a little more fun. So I've got boots. We need pants. 1, 2 pants. We got boots. Oh, we need a helmet. That's what we need. Okay, stick that, and that. Haha. Now we got armor. We're going to be dangerous. Can't be stopped. I'm also thinking about putting out a couple more series. You know, if y'all really like it. I was looking through the other packs. A buddy of mine, his name is Boqzo1, B-O-Q-Z-O-1. He's a mod pack maker with a small mod called Unstoppable for 1.7.10. Well, he's in a closed private beta right now to put out the 1.10 version of it. and he's asked me to play it a little bit for him. So that may show up on the channel here pretty soon. It may even be up by the time you see this. We're talking about it, and it seems like it's going to be pretty fun. I did make a build journal for it back in the 1.7 days a few months ago, and it was a really fun pack. It introduced me to Mechanism, which I'd never played before, since FTB didn't include it. Agency Brady, the creator of Mechanism, didn't seem to want to have it in other people's packs. His pack, I understand, or his mod, I understand that him wanting to keep it that way. Let's see how powerful this is going to be. 1, 2, 3. But Mechanism was a lot of fun. That's 9. You know what? Let's just go for the cheaper one. One, 2, 3. I mean, it's virtually identical. There's no point in making it out of iron when I don't have to. Am I right? Throw that and that in there. Got plenty of bread for this trip down, so we'll throw the seeds up there. Throw you and you. Oh, can't put you in there now, so we'll put you in here. Put you in there. Death info. That makes death number 2. I do believe, let's double check that. Server info, leaderboards. 2 deaths. Okay. Now that Nether portal, I marked it. It's over here. And we are over here, so we need to go kind of in a that-away direction. Plenty of bread. Didn't make a slingshot this time. But yeah, so I may do a series with him. Or, not with him. He doesn't have a microphone, so he doesn't really want to be a part of the series, but he wants me to test it out for him. I talked to another guy that I've met through the Feed the Beast forums who is interested in doing the Sky Exchange for 1.10. That's if you don't know, it's a Skyblock map. There's a few other players I've seen on YouTube who are playing it, and it seems to be fairly popular. I've never been really good at the Skyblock maps. I tend to get bored with them, but it looks like it'd be a lot of fun to play. So I did download it and I started it the other day just to see, how it would go from the beginning, and it's challenging for somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience with Skyblock, such as myself. I'll be honest, I'd cheat a little bit. I had to go and look at YouTube and see how other people got past, just the very first thing, because you start off in the middle of nothing. And the only thing you have is the block of dirt you're standing on. There's not even a quest book. The videos were about a month before I started playing it, and they did show a quest book, but apparently the developer switched. His name is Jason Animus, if I remember correctly. He switched from using the quest book to, I think the mod's called Better Questing, to where it works just like an achievement system. I like that a lot better. Here we go. Here's the new Nether portal I built. Get up here, get through here before that skeleton hits us. Go away, skeleton, go away! But it seemed like pretty fun. I didn't do anything besides build a dirt platform. Whoa, don't fall off yet. There's lava directly in front of us. But I may play that as a pack. I've even thought about playing just a 1.11 vanilla world since vanilla came out the other day. Alright, since you didn't get to see me jump all ago, you're going to see me jump this time. Where's our death point at? Death. That's not death, that's... Okay, we're not too far from it. Alright, now just so you know, I am scared of heights. So the first time I did this, I was like a little baby doing it. Whoa! Oh no. They're still aggroed on me, I forgot about that. Oh no. There we go again. It's going to be one of those days, I believe. Alright guys, I'm probably well over my limit. I still have to edit a couple of these videos together since I straight up recording them. We're going to go and call it a day here, and I'm going to get my stuff back. And I will see you in the next episode, and by that point, we are going to have a blast furnace and have steel. So, if you like this video, which I really hope you did, I'm not sure I'd like it myself if I were watching it, but if you did, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button so you can see what happens in the next episode, and share this with your friends. I'd like to see how quickly I can get to 250 views account-wide since we're at 100 now. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.